Students, this is the third lecture of chapter 1 of class 11, some basic concept of chemistry. And in this, we'll discuss two main topics. First is the concept of 1 gram atom, 1 gram molecule, 1 gram formula unit, and second will be the percentage composition. But students, I'll tell you one thing, if you have not seen my previous lecture, just go and see the previous lecture, then only you are able to understand this topic. Okay, so I'll start with the first one, that is the concept of 1 gram atom, 1 gram molecule and 1 gram formula unit. Students, you know about the mole concept. In the historical period, your mole concept was divided into three parts: 1 gram atom, 1 gram molecule and 1 gram formula unit. The mole is a platform that has combined all these things. So this is said to be the historical concept of mole. And listen, we do not do any numericals, because the numerical we will do in mole concept. This is only for the understanding, because we are in the MCQs, assertion, reason, then you are able to understand these terms from where you will get the questions. So just see now these three terms. I'll make three columns because this is a comparative data. We have to understand in a comparative way. So 1 gram atom, it is written as 1 G dot atom, 1 gram atom. 1 gram molecule is written as beta 1 G dot molecule, 1 gram molecule, and similarly 1 gram formula unit is written as 1 G dot Fu. Okay, so let's see what is the meaning of this. See all the terms. Gram and atom means this gives us the relation between the mass and the atoms. Same here, gram and molecule. So this term will give us the relation between mass and beta molecules. Similarly, this term will give us the relation between mass and formula units. And one more thing, because we know that 1 gram formula unit is the concept जो ionic compound में होता है, और ionic compound में will get one more thing, ions. तो यहाँ से मेरे को एक चीज और मिलने वाली है, that is ions. But be remember, this is not for definition. It is only for concept building. ध्यान करना है, it is only for concept building. Okay, so I think you know what the term give us. They give us the relation between the mass and atoms, molecules, formula unit and ions. So just see what is the relation now. 1 gram atom is a physical quantity. You know physical quantity, just like dozen is a physical quantity. Dozen means 12. Okay, if I say 1 dozen pen means 12 pens. So what is dozen? Dozen is a physical quantity. Similarly, all these terms, they are the physical quantities. But that is not equal to 12, remember. So 1 gram atom is a physical quantity that contains 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 atoms and having the mass equal to gram atomic mass. What is the mass? Gram atomic mass. Just see the example. But if I will say 1 gram atom of iron, or you can say any other element, silver, okay, then it contains how many atoms? 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 atoms. And what is the mass? 108 gram. Okay, if in place of 1 gram atom I write 2 gram atom of silver, then this will be equal to double of this, 2 into 6.022 10 to the power 23 comes out to be 12.044 10 raised to the power 23. And regarding the mass, 1 gram atom is having the mass 108 gram. So this will be 2 into 108. If you multiply, 2 8s are 16, 2 1s are 216 gram. So in the short, what will I write? 1 gram atom is a physical quantity which contains 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 atoms and having the mass equal to gram atomic mass. And remember numericals that we will do in mole concept. Okay, so this is the first part of this concept. Now we have to apply the same concept in case of molecules. So again same, I define 1 gram molecule. Again it is a physical quantity which contains 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 molecules and having the mass equal to beta gram molecular mass. So just see the example. If I will say that 1 gram molecule of CO2, okay, just like in this case we have taken 1 gram atom of silver, here I am taking 1 gram molecule of CO2. So this contains 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 molecules. Regarding its mass, we have calculated earlier the molecular mass of CO2 in grams, that is 44 gram. Okay, so in place of 1 gram molecule, if I write 2 gram molecules of CO2, so that will be now, see, 1 gram molecule contain Avogadro number of molecules, so 2 will contain 2 into 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 molecules, that will be 12.044 10 raised to the power 23 molecules. Regarding the mass, 1 gram molecule, the mass is 44 gram, so 2 gram molecule, 44 into 2, this will be equal to 88 grams. Understand? So I'll again define it now. 1 gram molecule is a quantity which contains 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 molecules, having the mass equal to gram molecular mass. Okay, beta. Now I'll shift to the third part, that is in case of ionic compound which basically exists in the form of formula units. So 1 gram formula unit, 1 gram formula unit contains 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 formula units and having the mass equal to gram formula mass. Just see the example. 1 gram formula unit of magnesium oxide. This contains beta 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 formula units and the mass we have calculated earlier, that is 24 plus 16, 40 gram. Okay. If in place of 1 gram formula unit I will give you 2 times, suppose I will give you 2 gram formula unit of MgO, then this will be beta 2 into 6.022 10 raised to the power 23. This you on multiplication you will get 12.044 10 raised to the power 23 formula units, and remember 1 gram formula unit will have the mass 40 gram, so this will be 2 into 40, that is 80 grams. Okay, and in the last I can write 1 gram formula unit contains 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 formula units and having the mass is equal to gram formula mass. Now listen students, I have told you that in case of ionic compound we have to study one more thing, that is ions. What we have to study? One more thing, ions. So for ions I have written earlier that this data also give us the number of ions, that is only for concept building. Okay, only for concept building. So 1 gram formula unit contains n into 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 ions. How many ions? N into 6.022 10 to the power 23. So I will write, just I will remove this one, see out. I will write this one just here, you will get a lot of space now, just see out this way. So again I write one more thing, 1 gram formula unit contains n into 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 ions. Okay, previously we have discussed 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 formula units having the mass equal to gram formula mass. This time we will discuss only about the ions. So just say I take the example, 1 gram formula unit of MgO. Now I write 3 and make 3 lines. Now see the number of magnesium, only 1. So 1 into 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 Mg2 positive ions. Here the N is 1. Individual निकाला है, collective नहीं निकाला है. Similarly, see 1 magnesium, so 1 into same O2 नेगेटिव आयंस, here the N is 1. बट अगर मैं कंप्लीट कहूँ कि कलेक्टिव टोटल आयंस निकालने हैं, then the number is 1 magnesium, 1 oxygen, that is 2 into 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 Mg2 positive and O2 negative ions. The number is 2 and this will be 12.044 into 10 raised to the power 23 ions. So N is clear to all of you. Find out कर सकते हो. थोड़ा सा और बताए तो I'll take one more example for the clarity because this is very important when we do the mole concept. If I'll give you 1 gram formula unit of Al2O3, what will you do now? Aluminium, just see the number is 2. So 2 into 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 Al3 positive ions. Regarding oxygen, the number is 3. 3 into 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 O2 negative ions. And what about the total? The total number is 2 plus 3 5. 5 into 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 total ions. And remember, total ion is Ti. So beta, when I calculate the independent number of Al3 positive, तो N की वैल्यू क्या है बेटा? 2. Independent oxygen की वैल्यू N is 3. But when I get the collective number of total number of ion, then the N is 2 plus 3, that is 5. So this is the concept regarding the 1 gram atom, 1 gram molecule, 1 gram formula unit. I just one time repeat again shortly, not in detail. 1 gram atom is the quantity which contain Avogadro number of atoms having the mass gram atomic mass. 1 gram molecule is a quantity that contains Avogadro number of molecules having the mass gram molecular mass. 1 gram formula unit is a quantity having the mass equal to gram formula mass, contain Avogadro number of formula units, and as far as ion is concerned, it contains N into Avogadro number of ions, and you know how to calculate the N. So this is regarding, I have told you the historical concept of mole. This is only for, you can say, theoretical part or concept building, you can say, but as far as numericals are concerned, we will do in mole concept. Okay, chaliye. Now we'll shift to the next topic of today's, that is percentage composition. Just see how today's next topic is percentage composition. What is the meaning of this? Just see out. Percentage composition. Just see beta. Suppose I am having a compound CaCO3. In CaCO3, what is the percentage of calcium? What is the percentage of carbon? And what is the percentage of oxygen? That is said to be the percentage composition. So percentage composition means you have to tell the percentage of element present in your compound or molecule. But how can I define? Definition is very important. Just see the definition. Just see out. Beta, define कैसे करेंगे? Just see out. Okay. Suppose your compound is 100 gram CaCO3. Compound कितना लिया बेटा मैंने? 100 gram. In 100 gram CaCO3, the calcium is found to be 40 gram, whereas carbon is found to be 12 gram, and oxygen is found to be 48 gram. So this is directly the percentage: 40%, 12%, and 48%. What does it mean? It means कि if I take the compound as 100, मैंने compound को लेना कितना है 100, so the mass of element will directly be your percentage composition. So what is percentage composition? फिर से समझिए, 100 ग्राम कंपाउंड, 100 ग्राम कंपाउंड में आपके एलिमेंट्स का जितना भी मास आएगा वो उसकी परसेंटेज कंपोजिशन होगी. सो हाउ विल आई डिफाइन? वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट इज द मास ऑफ एलिमेंट्स present in 100 gram of compound. Okay, and remember one formula, percentage of x. Remember आपको कभी भी किसी भी परसेंटेज निकालनी हो, then percentage of x is equal to mass of x upon mass of compound into 100. Okay, so now see the numerical part. And before the numerical, I want to tell you one more thing. The sum of percentage of all the element is equal to 100. If it is not 100, means you have done a mistake. Be clear. So just see now numerical part. In numerical part, we will do some 2 or 3 questions. Question number 1 comes out to be like that. Calculate percentage composition. First question. The first example I will take, that is calcium carbonate. You can try in H2SO4. You can try in, what are so many compounds? You can try in H2O. You can try in CO2. Whatever be, that is your own work. So CaCO3. So first thing, mass of CaCO3. Calcium beta 40 plus carbon 12 plus oxygen 16, 3s of 48. This comes out to be 100 gram. Now, mass of calcium, mass of carbon and mass of oxygen. See, calcium is single, 40 gram. Carbon is single, 12 gram. Oxygen 3 times. So what will I do? 16 into 3, that comes out to be 48 gram. Okay. Now see, percentage of calcium. So percentage means जिसका percentage कैलकुलेट करना है उसका मास डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल मास इनटू 100. तो कैल्शियम का मास कितना है बेटा? सी आउट, द मास ऑफ कैल्शियम इज 40, द मास ऑफ कंपाउंड इज 100 into 100, percentage directly comes out to be 40. Similarly, we can calculate percentage of carbon. See, the mass of carbon 12, mass of compound 100 into 100, on cutting what will I get? 12%. Similarly, percentage of oxygen. See, the mass of oxygen 48 gram upon 100, mass of compound into 100, on cutting you will get 48%. And see, the total percentage comes out to be 100%. It means the calculation is correct. Okay. So now see question number 2. Calculate the percentage of cations. Calculate the percentage of cations and anions. You know, cations are the positive ions, anions are the negative ions. So I will calculate in first, that is MgO. इसमें calculate करते हैं C out. So the mass of MgO, that you will say comes out to be 24 plus 16, 40 gram. Now beta, mass of Mg, 2 positive, C single magnesium, 24 gram. Mass of O2 negative, again single, 16 gram. Now percentage of cation, percentage of anion. Now which is your cation? C, Mg plus 2, and anion is beta O2 negative. So how can I calculate? See, the mass of Mg 24, mass of compound 40 into 100. 4 6 are 24. This comes out to be beta 60%. Okay. Then oxygen, what is the mass? 16, compound 40 into 100. Again you just simple out. 4 4s are 16. What this comes out to be? 40%. See, the total is 100%. You can do this now. So similarly, you can calculate the percentage of cations. And I'll take one more example in this percentage of cations and anions. I'll take the example of Al2O3 second. For this, just see out. The mass of Al2O3. Aluminium beta, you know, 27. So multiply by 2. 2 into 27 plus oxygen 3 into 16. This comes out to be 102 gram. Okay, you will calculate, that comes out to be 102 gram. Now, the mass of Al plus 3. Now see, aluminium 2 hai, so it will be 2 into 27, that comes out to be 54 gram. Similarly, the mass of O2 negative beta, so oxygen is 3. 3 into 16 comes out to be 48 gram. So now see the percentage. percentage of cation or Al plus 3 ion, and I calculate percentage of anion or O2 negative. So see, what is the mass of aluminium? 54. Total mass 102 multiplied by 100. When you simply divide, this comes out to be 52.94. So simply multiply, divide, equal to, ठीक है ना, 2 से multiply, divide, both will be cut by 2, then simple division you will get. Now the percentage of anion. Anion is oxygen, that is 48 upon 102 into 100. This comes out to be again 57.05. And if you will add, the total comes out to be 100. Okay. So this is the second question regarding the percentage composition. Now question number 3. That calculate percentage of anhydrous and hydrated part or water molecules of crystallization, WMC. ठीक है बेटा, just see out. We'll do in case of, that is CaSO4.2H2O. Just see out. Beta, we have discussed earlier that these type of compound having the water molecule on the right hand side, after writing a dot, these are said to be hydrated salts or crystalline salts. And remember, these water molecules, these are separately said to be the hydrated part, or I can say WMC, water molecule of crystallization, whereas this separate part, only CaSO4, this is said to be the anhydrous, whereas the total collective is said to be hydrated or crystalline. So we have to calculate the percentage of anhydrous and hydrated, means water molecule of crystallization. You will see out. So first, mass of CaSO4.2H2, we just calculate. Calcium is 40, sulfur is 32, oxygen is 16 into 4 dot, I have told you earlier, plus, then what is written, 2, hydrogen 2 into 1, 2 plus 16. Okay, when you do the all addition and multiplication, this comes out to be 172 gram. Okay, now the mass of anhydrous part. Which part? Anhydrous means only CaSO4. So this will be calcium 40, sulfur 32 plus oxygen 16 into 4 comes out to be 136 ग्राम. सिंपली माइनस ही करना, 172 में से आप 18 टू 36 माइनस कीजिए, 136 डायरेक्टली आ जाए. नाउ द मास ऑफ hydrated or water molecule of crystallization, 2H2O, means 2 into 18 comes out to be 36 gram. Now we'll calculate the percentage. So percentage of anhydrous or simple CaSO4. So what is the mass of CaSO4? 136. Total mass beta 172 into 100 comes out to be 79.06%. Okay. Similarly, we will calculate the percentage of beta hydrated or water molecule of crystallization. So beta water molecules का mass कितना है, 36 upon total mass 172 into 100. On simple multiplication division, what I get, this comes out to be 20.93, and on adding this comes out to be 100. So this is the topic that we have done. Two main topics. First is we have done the concept of 1 gram atom, 1 gram molecule and 1 gram formula unit. Second, we have done the main topic, percentage composition. So in the last, I'll say again one thing, just at least see the video twice, so that the topic will be clear to you, and do more and more practice of these type of questions from any book you can use, any book. Okay, that's all.